My good friend Chris Powell is here. He's going to give us an Oz talk about something that's really important. Take it away, Tiger.
All right, thanks, Doc. Just a real quick question for y'all. How many of you have actually seen the show Extreme Weight Loss, seen any of the work that I do? Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. So I've been working with the most amazing population of courageous individuals since 2003. And I'm talking about the super obese individuals who are looking to change their lives forever. And when I say super obese, usually individuals that are over 200 pounds overweight. So they might be 400, 500, 600 pounds. And everybody always wants to know the secret. You know, how do you do what you do? Because we'll take them over the course of a year, these individuals, they will lose half their body weight. They'll lose 200, 250, sometimes 300 pounds. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they just lost 250 pounds a year. What's the secret? How do you have them eating? How do you have them training? Like, well, what do they do for cardio? And I'm here to tell you right now, the secret has nothing to do with diet and exercise. So whenever I speak to people about the reason and the magic and the secret behind their weight loss, they're like, okay, well, here we go, a talk on diet and exercise. Well, I'm not gonna talk diet and exercise at all. So I hate to disappoint anyone, but I'm gonna give you something that's so much more valuable. And this was actually a bit of advice that I got, and it totally changed my life, probably about 20 years ago. And it was such a powerful lesson that I learned. I took it and I moved forward with it, and this is how I've been able to change so many more lives. And I'm gonna tell you some of the stories and some of the secrets behind what we do. And it's really interesting, and it's really profound. It all requires a paradigm shift, because the magic in losing weight and keeping it off for the rest of your life, well, it's not just about losing weight. You can apply it to absolutely anything. You can apply it to finances, your career, your relationships. You can apply it to absolutely anything. And you'll see exactly where I'm going with this in just a moment. But so a little story about how the whole process works. Whenever I'm going to take a group of courageous individuals through this incredible journey of transformation, we'll actually bring them all together first. We'll sit them all down in a room, and I'll say, do you guys know why you're here? And then well, yeah, of course I know why I'm here. I'm 500 pounds, you know, and you're supposed to take it off of me over the course of a year. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. But that's not the reason you're here. You know, the reason you're here is because right now you're in a really difficult position, you know, and you've reached out for help. And why did you reach out for help? Because you were hopeless, right? You lost faith in yourself, in your own ability to change, to lose the weight. How many times have you tried and failed? And I'll go through them individually. I'll ask you, how many times have you tried and failed? How many times have you tried and failed? What do you think the responses are? You know, once, twice? No. I mean, 50 times, 100 times. I don't even know how many times I've tried and failed. And then I ask a really important question. And this is what it all comes down to. I say, how do you feel about yourself? And I'll be looking out at a group of 20 incredible individuals, but I'll say, how do you feel about yourself? And their faces are long, their shoulders are shrugged forward. You, how do you feel about yourself? You, how do you feel about yourself? What are the answers I get? I hate myself. I'm a disappointment. Look at me. I'm a failure. So we take all this in, and I said, that's why you're here. Do you know how to get out? I say, no, I don't. Like, I'm here because I believe that you have the answer. I said, well, I do have the answer. I know how to get you where you want to go, but it has nothing to do with your weight. Then I make them all extremely upset because I need to grab their attention, and I tell them all. And I look them, each one of them in the eye, and I say, you're all here because you have no integrity. And you could imagine well, screw you, dude. And then some people even start to get up out of their seat, and I'll be like, whoa, 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 hold on. Now, that's not to say, in fact, I guarantee you have integrity with everybody, don't you? Well, of course I do. You know, if I tell someone I'm going to do something, then damn it, I do it. I don't disagree with you. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. If you shake someone's hand, you give them your word, you're going to do it, right? Yeah. I want to try something real quick. How many of you have tried have set out on the journey of transformation? How many of you have tried a diet? right? How many of you have failed? All right? This is going to come back to integrity now. How many of you have failed multiple times? Sure, of course. Guess what? Join the club. You and 90% of America and the world. So then I go after the integrity. You're here because you have no integrity. Yes, you have integrity with other people, but I want to try something else. I want to see a show of hands. How many of you have said the diet starts Monday? How about 2012? That's my year. All right. How about 2013? Was that your year? 2014? 2000? Look, we can keep going. We're going to go to 2025. Who did you give your word to? The most important person in the world. You have integrity with everybody, except you have no integrity with the most important person in the world. The single person that has all of the control over your life, your health, and your well-being. That's you. We're so busy honoring our word to everybody else, except we don't honor it to ourselves. The moment that changes is the moment your body and your life changes forever. So, where do we go wrong? Let's talk New Year's resolutions. I think it's a perfect time, especially because here we are mid-January. Typical New Year's resolutions. Then tell me if this sounds familiar. All right, tomorrow morning I'm going to set the alarm an hour early, 45 minutes of cardio, drink a gallon of water, 5 small meals. I got my measuring cups ready. Here we go. Orange Theory Fitness class starts, in 50 minutes, whatever. It's commitment after commitment after commitment after commitment. Stop. Please, please stop, because you are doing something insanely dangerous. You are making not just one commitment, you're making 20 commitments. What are the chances of you actually keeping all of those commitments? Slim to none. I'm going to give you guys some statistics here. Very, very valuable statistics. The human brain can only handle so much load at a time. You can take on one commitment, one small doable commitment, with an 85 to 90% chance of lifelong success. Fantastic. The moment you take on 2, that number drops to 33%. The moment you take on 3, that drops below 15%. You see where we're going wrong here. Now, here's where it all comes together. Remember I was talking about how do you feel about yourself? I hate myself. I'm a disappointment. I'm a frustration. Look, we all started here at some point. Our integrity, which, and I need to define integrity here. Integrity is doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Please never forget that. You do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. And I'm talking about integrity with yourself. Your integrity and your dignity are intertwined. What is your dignity? That's the way you feel about yourself. That's your confidence. That's your self-love. And when it's all said and done, that is what it's all about. If there's a gift that I can give all of you for the rest of your lives, I want you to have dignity. I don't give a crap about what a scale says. I want you all to genuinely feel love and pride and confidence for the rest of your lives. I can't think of a greater gift. So, your integrity, doing what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it, and your dignity, that ability to love yourself, they are intertwined. When you made a commitment and you failed at that commitment, your dignity took a hit. Then, here we go again. Diet starts Monday. Here we go, diet starts Monday. Or, something really dangerous happens here. Usually the first few times we make that commitment, we'll say it in front of our family, our friends, our coworkers. Okay, diet starts Monday. Wednesday comes around, you're housing pizza in the break room, and then all of a sudden, boom, your commitment takes a hit, and then you go, oh my gosh, they just saw my weakness, I can't be vulnerable in front of them, and then so you withdraw. And then instead of actually announcing your commitments, you start making silent commitments. Okay, here we go, it's gonna happen this time, diet's gonna start Monday. Okay, integrity doesn't know whether you announce it to the world or whether you whisper it to yourself or just think it in your head. Integrity is integrity is integrity, and your dignity is attached to it every single time. So when you guys make a commitment, know that you are gambling with the most precious thing in the world, the most valuable thing ever. You are gambling with your love for yourself, your confidence, and your well-being. I'm going to give you guys an example for when you finally get this. So this is what it's all about. When we start our people on the journey of transformation, they think, I'm going to be doing that hour of exercise. I'm going to be, eating 5 small meals a day. No, you're not. You're going to start with one commitment, and when you can keep that commitment for a week, come back to me and I'll tell you if you're ready for the second commitment or not. That's how we start it, because it's one at a time. And what's happened is that you find yourself here. This is I hate myself. How do you get out? One commitment at a time. And you can get all the way back up to completely loving yourself, because when you see our people at the end of the year, they're on the scale, they've lost 250 pounds, guess what? They don't give a crap about the fact that they lost 250 pounds. They're standing out there like this, and their chest is out, their chin is high. It has nothing to do with their weight. It has and you ask any of them, it has everything to do with them loving themselves. And that's what it's all about. Are you starting to get it? And that's the end game. And I know I'm the weight loss guy, but you know what? It's so much more than weight loss. It's about loving yourself.
That's why folks love you. Chris Powell! Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.